Okay, I can't take it anymore. It is 4 o'clock. Hi, everyone. It is Wednesday, I don't even know what it is. It's October 6th, I think it is. And it's Wednesday. And the energy of today is actually a very good, energetic day, which is why I wanted to launch this Facebook Live event the way I did today. Last Monday, I introduced the concept that I'm going to be doing a live Facebook event every week leading up to my 2022 Water Tiger Summit. It's my flagship event every year. And so I made the commitment to go live every Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. Central. And each week, I'm going to share some insight into a piece of your own personal chart and an insight into what we can expect in 2022 using some real life questions that I get from clients or from anyone out in this community. I'm live on 2 Facebook pages and on my YouTube channel. And you can communicate with me wherever you're watching right now through the comments section. I can read those comments. You can say hi to me. That'd be great. Let me know you're there. I can see there's a few people on with me right now. So my goal is to give you some insights because we still have 4 months of 2021. But the key is we want to be prepared for 2022. So insights that I'm giving you using other people's charts, you can kind of see what's going on in your own life. And if there's some things you need to do to prepare yourself to be in the right position to take advantage of what's coming in this next year. We know there's been a lot of upheaval starting in early 2020. Hey, Kim, nice to see you. Hello, Gail, nice to have you on. And we know there's been a lot of upheaval. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of emotional turmoil. So I want to make sure this is kind of my gift to make sure that you're positioned correctly so that you can take advantage of what's coming around the corner with that tiger coming in. I am going to pop up my screen here so that you can see some of the images that I have. So it is important that you take the time to know some pieces of your chart so that you can get the information that I'm sharing today. So you can find this at amytyson.com. So it's my name, AMYTHE, like the word the, and then I is like the word is, and then en.com. When you get to this page, scroll to the bottom and you'll see this exact image. And then you'll see a button that says, get your free generator. And so that generator is going to open up a page that looks like this. You're going to enter your birth date, your time in military time with the hour and the minutes, and then your gender, male or female. That's all it's going to ask you for. And then hit calculate. And this is what is going to appear next. So this calculator gives us your life code. This is the top part of it. And for today's live event, we're going to be focusing on this guy right here called the Life Star. Now, some of you watching already have your personal charts from me in the past. For those of you who are brand new to what I do, this is how you can get it. So just pay attention right now to that Life Star number right up at the top that's circled in yellow. It's going to be a number 1 through 9. And each one of those life stars tells us a little bit about your character. It's the most visible part of who you are. So this is a really fun party trick when you know how to convert a birth date. So in this case, it was 1968. When you convert a birth date into a number, there's a formula to do that. You can tell somebody a lot about them. So for example, this individual, Life Star 1, so any of you who are Life Star 1 will have these same characteristics. Life Star 1 is a mix of yin water, like the rain, or yang water, like the ocean. So they have dual personalities. They're very creative. They are someone who is entrepreneurial, doesn't like to follow directions as far as opening up a directions to see how something's done. They like to create on their own and figure it out on their own. So if you think of water's really hard to stop. It goes under, around, over, and through to get their way. Truly, water has carved the Grand Canyon. So think of it that way. So water individuals, little stubborn. And that dual personality only comes out to those that are near and dear to them. because there's a temper involved with the life star number 1. So that's just a little bit of insight of what these life stars can tell us. And if that was interesting to you, you can also get the free ebook on my website that talks about all of the life stars. And then the key is make sure you generate the life code for all of your friends, your family, your enemies, so you know a little bit more about who it is that you're dealing with. So that's how you get your life code, life star number. And then if you scroll down, you will see your own personal Bazi chart that looks just like this. Bazi chart is your life story. When it's deciphered, it tells us exactly what your challenges are, what your opportunities are, how you can control what's coming next, and how you can make choices to accelerate the really good stuff or to subdue some of the possible not so good stuff that's coming. And that's one of the pieces I wanted to share with you all as I go through these next 11 weeks leading up to the summit. So as you look at this chart here, you might be going, I have no idea what I'm looking at, Amy. Well, if you look at 2021, right over here in the corner, it says current year, you will see the name ox written in English because 2021 is the year of the ox. So if we go over to here, we can see this individual was born in the year of the monkey. This is like when you go to a Chinese restaurant and they have the placemats on the table and everybody looks at all of those animals and they say, oh, I was born in 1965 or 1966. I'm the year of the horse, or I'm the year of the rabbit. I'm the year of the snake. And then you read the little bit about who the snake's friends with, who their enemy is. Well, Bazi is the original term for the Chinese zodiac. So it's the Yang system of life code analysis. So you don't just have that one animal, you actually have 4 that form your picture of your life overall. And then we add in the year, this year it's the ox, and it tells us a story of how your year is going to unfold. So 2020 year is the year of the water tiger. So last week in my live event, I talked about those that had a monkey in their chart. Next year, year of the tiger, is the clash year for you. So there's going to be some need for changes in your life. So again, what we're looking at for today's purposes is the life star. So in this example, life star 1, you have a life star number 1 through 9. Hopefully you know that by now, or you can simply watch this entire live event and go find out what your life star is after, and then rewatch to get the information that you might have missed today. Now, you heard me mention that each one of the numbers is associated with an element. So this is pretty standard basic things about metaphysics right here, the 5 elements. Everybody's heard of the 5 elements: water, wood, fire, earth, and metal. Each one of those life stars is associated with one of the elements. You heard me mention that life star 1 is associated with both yin and yang, water. So it's like the fine mist and the ocean. They have that dual personality. Life star 9 is the same way. So 1 and 9, water and fire, as you see here, they're kind of across from each other. They're clashing elements. They both have the yin and the yang expressions. So if you're a life star 9, you have yin fire, which would be any type of fire that's here on earth. The campfire, the candle, or the roaring forest fires that we've had a lot of this year. Or if you're a 9, you also have the yang fire component, which is the sun. So you have the yin, which is the fire that we associate with anything here on earth, and we have the sun. It makes up both of you. So you actually like things that are predictable. You like to do things the same way. You like to go to the same restaurants that you like. You're very passionate. You like food. Life star 9s like to be the life of the party. They like all eyes on them. Now, some of you might be going, but I'm an introvert. I don't like all eyes on me. Remember, this is just one facet of your life, but it's the first thing that people see or think they know about you. If you are a life star 2, 5, or 8, So let me say that again. Life star 2, 5, or 8. You are an earth element. And I'll tell you exactly which earth element you are on my next slide. If you are a 3 or a 4, life star 3 or 4, you are a wood element. And if you are a life star 6 or 7, you are a life star, or you are a metal element. Okay, so those are the elements that are associated with each life star. So here's another slide to break down if you're the yin or yang expression of it. So if you are a life star 1, you're both yin and yang, water. The life star 2 is our yin earth. Think the sand and the soil. If you are a 3, you are the tall, rigid tree, like the redwood tree or the pine tree or the oak tree. Think stubbornness, but also think the poem Shel Silverstein's Giving Tree. You are very generous to all of your friends. If you're a life star 4, you're the yin expression of wood. Yin expression of wood is like the vines, the pretty flowers, the shrubs, the bushes, the grasses. You are someone who can weave a web. You're really good at storytelling, very good at talking people into things. If you are a life star 5, you are what we consider the true king, whether you're male or female, king or queen. You like things the way you like them. The king or queen doesn't really like to be told what to do. They tell people what to do. You are a mix of the yin and yang earth, very unpredictable. But you like your continuity. You like things the way you like it. You are one who doesn't always like to try new things. You want to go to the restaurants that you know you get the best service and the best food, put it that way. So venturing out of your comfort zone is something that's not necessarily easy for the 5. Then we have life star 6. You are the yang metal. The yang metal is like a sword or a spear or an axe. You have that hard edge to you. You are someone who will work hard, and you love your friends. Think of the 3 Musketeers. You're all for one, one for all. You are someone who will stand up for what's right. And then we have the yin metal, number 7. Number 7 is like the fine jewelry. They are the person that would much rather delegate all the work rather than doing the work themselves, but they are the talkers. All you have to do is listen for a 7. You'll hear them talking because they talk a lot. Then we have the life star 8. This is our final one. We'll touch on 9 again, but the 8 is the yang earth. You're like the mountain. You are not easily moved. You have everything you need within you. All of the talents and abilities are inside of you and able to come out. You also, like the life star 1, have a hidden temper like a volcano. So it'll simmer below the surface, and then it will explode up into that volcanic eruption. And just watch out when it happens. May not happen often, but when it does, watch out. And then again, the life star 9, which I touched on. Life star 9s tend to have a little prominent belly, as do the number 2. Life star 1s have flabbier arms. Life star 4s have beautiful hair. So these are just some of the aspects of those life stars. And again, you can read more in depth about you in that ebook that's on my website. So now let's talk about how this applies to an individual and what's going on this year. So at the summit back in December of this year, I touched on each one of the life stars and how they would be affected in 2021. So the example chart that I'm going to be using today is an individual who had some questions about what's going on in their life and how they can prepare for the coming year of 2022. So this individual's female, as you can see in the chart, I think. Maybe you can't. It's female. She's a life star 2. And remember, the life star 2 is the yin earth. So this is someone who really likes to take care of people, very creative individual, loves to make sure people are, doesn't see her own worth. Put it that way. She doesn't see how valuable she really is and works very hard because earth individuals have to work. They love creating. They love being busy. So this individual is life star 2. When it comes to 2021, this is what is affecting her. So if you are a life star 2 as well. You may have seen some of this already happening in your life, and now you can make some choices going forward on how uh, you can pivot or make choices to make the rest of the year work for you rather than against you. So here's some information about the Life Star 2 and what's affecting her this year. Number one is the potential for arguments. We call this the combination that's affecting her a bullfight Shaw. It's just some disharmony in general around her life, and she needs to watch the words she's using and not saying. So the words she's saying and not saying, because sometimes when you're silent and not speaking up, you can cause conflict as well. So this is the bullfight Shaw. It affects older women. It affects their health as well this year. The other thing this individual needs to remember is to be patient, and to be patient but ready to take opportunity as it comes this year. The number two this year is if they're in a business partnership of any type, they could have some problems in that business year with the business partner. They could get the short end of the stick. There could be some heated discussions or hurt feelings for them this year as they move through the year. However, on the flip side of it, the Lifestar 2s have the ability to flip and find their dream job and career. So if you are someone who's been going along and you're a Lifestar 2 and you just feel this pull of wanting to do something different and you know exactly what you want to do, right now is the time to be looking at those opportunities and start taking action toward them. Okay? Lifestar 2 is going to be affected by another 2 next year. So you're going to be very strong. You're going to be very strong, sandy soil, and even more creative next year. So position yourself so you can take advantage of it next year. So step into that dream job and career, make the decision to embrace it, and then you can move forward with it. So that's a little bit about the Lifestar 2 this year. I quickly put together all of the life stars and how they're being impacted for you, because I knew you'd want to know. So if you're a Lifestar 1, this is a year where you could have some illness or just not feeling that great. However, the good thing is you have all kinds of helpful people around you if you're looking. Oftentimes we go through our year and we try to do it all ourselves. So Lifestar 1, you're the one that ought to be asking for advice, putting together a great team, making sure the people you're hanging out is the right crowd for you, because the people we hang out with actually help create our lives. So be very picky and release some people that may not be serving you and bring new people into your life. Lifestar 3, your leadership skills are where you want to focus. How can you improve on your leadership? And you may have some challenges this year, so don't give up your dreams. Simply because there's conflict and betrayal around you, please don't lose who you are and follow those dreams that you have. Lifestar 4, you are the ones that have a bit of, shall we say, an emotional and challenging year in 2021. You are the Lifestar that's probably had the most frustrations, the most emotional ups and downs of the year. You're the ones that are most effective. Take heart. You only have 4 more months to go. Now that you know, you can do some things to keep yourself calm and stay positive. So just stick it out this year. I promise next year, 2022, will be much better for you. Lifestar 5, your leadership skill and your leadership abilities might be under attack this year. The only thing that can really prevent you from making this year a great one, so think about this for the next 4 months, being too aggressive or too stubborn is actually going to hurt you. So instead of reacting, calm down before you react and simply respond. And then be open to others' ideas, to at least consider the ideas from other people. I know you're the king or the queen and you don't like to be told what to do. However, this is a year that could really come back and hurt you and put you in a bad position in 2022. Number 6, Lifestar 6. If you succumb to being impulsive, that is what you're going to have a problem with. So if you've been impulsive all year, look at what it's gotten you and simply say to yourself for the rest of the 2021, for the next 4 months, that you are going to think things through so that it's clear and you're going to take steps by step approach to the rest of your year. All right. You are the one that can benefit from long-term investments. So if you've been looking at some type of investment that you want to invest in and hold it, that's the best type of investment for you this year. LifeStar 7, you've got great relationship luck. If you're looking for that Mr. or Miss Right, this is the year to get after it. So if you've been sitting at home watching Netflix by yourself, wrong move. If you are looking for that Mr. or Miss Right, get out for the rest of the 4 months, get online, do whatever you can to meet some new people this year, and you just might be surprised at who enters your life. LifeStar 8, you've got it all. LifeStar 8, you've got relationships, money, and recognition if you are seeking it. So make sure that you are working hard and that you're focused. This is a great year for you. Depending on what the rest of your chart looks like, if we were only looking at this piece, I would say you've got the golden touch. And then LifeStar 9, your key to success this year is just staying positive, calm, cooled, and collected. Okay. You're one that needs to expand your network, and you're going to meet someone who brings you great opportunity as well when you least expect it. So expand that network, and you might be surprised what comes your way these last 4 months if you haven't already gotten the opportunity that's fallen in your lap. So that's how every life star, Melissa, I'll talk to you in a second and I'll show you again how you can get that. So every single life star is impacted by the year, and it then impacts your life. So the question was, how can I find my life star? So it's really simple. I should have put it right in here again. So if you go to my website, amytyson.com, scroll to the bottom, it says generate my free chart. It will ask you some information about your date of birth, the hour that you were born, and if you're male or female, you click calculate, and your life star will be right up there at the top. Okay, so that's how you find it. Let's get back to where we were because I have more to talk to you about. Now what I'd like to share with you is this individual that we talked about, her life star, wanted to know exactly what she can do to position herself for the rest of the year. So I took a look at what animals are in play and what might be going on for her this year. So this is how knowing what's coming, what is coming, we can help shape our lives. So this year, this individual has been under some pretty intense changes. In fact, the advice I would have given at the beginning of the year is to get ready to step into some leadership roles. So anytime a leadership position came open, I would have advised her to assess it and step into it. The other thing I might have advised is if she didn't like her job or just wasn't getting her where she wanted to be, this would be the year to switch careers. All right. So those would be the two pieces, and it would be a conversation about what's going on. Are you happy where you are you thinking about anything else in your life? So the reason I'm saying that is, can you see that ox? That ox is right here in her chart. Okay, so this ox is what we call the Grand Duke of 2021. So 2021 has affected this female's chart in 3 areas where the blue boxes are. This is how she's been affected. So the first one we're looking at is this ox. And this ox is overseeing her career. And we call this ox the Grand Duke of 2021. So this person needs to be ready for change. If this person were to lose their job, another is going to come that is better for them. So they ought not be afraid to switch and move into something else. The dragon over here on this piece of her chart, which is the hour, signals that in 2022, she's likely going to have a sudden change in her staffing. And I'll let you know that indeed, I just found out that this individual just lost a position as it was eliminated, and it resulted in her no longer overseeing a group of people where she worked. So she saw the staff change actually go away. So this rat right here in her chart is showing a special combination with 2021. And this combination is all about expanding her network and the people that she knows. This combination forms an earth, which is her day master, which we'll be talking about next Wednesday. So this is about expanding a network, networking everywhere she can, and that will be the key to her success. So what about 2022? So, okay, my advice to her is build her network, get to know people, and not just so they're in a bunch of business cards, but actually get to know people to help expand her business in 2023. So the one thing is, 2022. So the one thing that's in store for her, if she's positioning herself correctly right now, is she is going to be stepping into a new career path. So she has the ability to access resources in 2022. And that's because of this horse. So if you get your life chart and you see a horse in your chart, in 2022, you also will have the ability to get resources. This is time resources, people resources, and financial resources. So we know next year, she's going to have the ability to expand her business because she's going to have the people talking about her. She's going to have people paying her for her services, and she's going to have the time to do it. Okay. That means to position herself correctly right now, she needs to build that network so she has those people ready to go in 2022, because she'll be able to solve their problems. And when you can solve problems for people, they will pay you well to do it. So right now is the time for her to start building the business that I know she's just starting so she can expand it in 2022. It's the perfect track for her to get ready to go. All right, so I am coming to a close for my live event for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it and learned a little bit about yourself, have seen your chart. For some reason, the print function does not work well yet. I'm talking to the programmer and he is working on it. So just maybe take a screenshot of it and print it that way, and have it handy for a live event next week, because we'll be talking about day masters. And if you have a question about your life, I'll keep you anonymous if you'd like, and I'll maybe answer your question next week. You can send me a private message at my email, amy@amytyson.com, and I may select your chart to go through next week. So I just want to remind you that the 2022 Water Tiger Summit is coming up on December 11th. So mark your calendars. It is by Zoom, so anyone in the country or world can participate. It will start at 11 a.m. Central, last for about 4 hours. And the week leading up to that, I will be doing some more insights into 2022 to help prepare everything for that summit. So again, you can find information about that at amytyson.com. I appreciate you watching with me today and taking part in this live event. And again, if you have any questions, please send them to me at my email address. And I hope to see you next week. Bye, guys, and thanks for joining me. And have a great rest of your afternoon. Bye-bye.